What's going on, guys? Auzio here and welcome back to a brand new video. So today we have got the return of the tier list. Now I know a lot of people wanted the return of the tier list in FIFA 21, so I had to obviously give you guys the return. But either way, we are going to start off with the Rulebreakers, and this promo was kind of surprising. I thought it was going to be a promo that was probably going to be overhyped, knowing how awkward Team 1 was. Like, Team 1 was good in some occasions, but there were very weird cards in there that I knew wasn't going to fit into anyone's team. So Team 2, I must admit, kind of saved Rulebreakers in a way, because there were so many good players actually came out. But we are going to start off with Akinfenwa. Akinfenwa being a fan favourite. You already know where he is going to go. 2-star skill moves, low work rates. You can't get better there. But when it comes down to pace, shooting, like strength, physicality, he's definitely got it. Let's just say that. But yeah, Akinfenwa, without a doubt, is going to go into the S tier to start it off. Next up is going to be Williams, and I actually do use this Williams on my bench when it comes down to FUT champs. The reason I do is because he's pretty much got everything. He's got the height, he's got great dribbling, he's got good pace, he has good shooting with the right chem style, and he has got decent physicality as well. I feel like this Williams card was definitely underrated in some aspects, and I felt like people kind of avoided it at all costs. But for me personally, Williams is a fantastic card, and he definitely does deserve to be into the A tier. Next up is going to be Van Aanholt. Now, Van Aanholt has a few problems to his game, right? Strength, aggression, not being top tier. But it's not just that. It's the fact that he can't pass a ball to save his life. His short passing and long passing is literally terrible. Yes, he is very fast. Yes, he does feel good on the ball. And yes, he can put in a good tackle. But when it comes down to passing, you are going to see this guy screw so many passes up to the point where I cannot put him into any top ranks. And I am going to have to put him into the B tier. If I get that perfect, it is going to be perfect. Okay, next up is going to be Talisca. Talisca is a card that I'm actually seeing a lot of pros start to use. He's a card that has 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, good pace, great dribbling stats, good shooting, good passing. I'm going to be real, you cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong with this Talisca card. Like, seriously, he is my super sub for the cam position in a 4-2-3-1. And I feel like he was a reason I actually got top 200 this week. Without a doubt. The clutches he made, the passing, the shooting, the dribbling, the pace, him going for those quick counterattacks, and him obviously being quite tall as well. He was winning those aerial battles. So for me, he's definitely going to go into the S tier. If I can put this perfect, there you go. Next up is going to be Royce. Now, Royce is an interesting card, okay? Because he is a very good card, without a doubt. And there is a reason he goes for a lot of coins. Because he's pretty much got everything you really need. But I have used this card in-game. And I don't feel like he plays to his stats. I really don't. I feel like this card is definitely going to be a card that is overhyped. People are saying he is the best cam in the game. He is one of the best players they have used in this game. And I feel like that's an over-exaggeration. Because when I used this card, I felt like it was a good card, without a doubt. But it wasn't a card that took me away. It wasn't a card that deserves to be into the S tier. So for me, he is going to be into the A. But I feel like he deserves an A+. So if there was an A+ section, he would definitely be in there. Next up is going to be Paul Pogba. And I feel like they could have done so much better with this card in so many ways. So his passing ability is now absolutely garbage, which I despise, because when you're playing like really top tier players, you need people's passing ability to be good, because you want to get away with some misplaced passes, and that is simply because of the person's passing ability, right? But because Pogba's passing ability is not great, is one of those ones where it's going to go, wrong in most occasions. And his acceleration, I do believe, is absolutely terrible. And I feel like Pogba is still a really good card with his, obviously, him being 6'3", 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. But I don't believe he deserves into the S tier. Now, next up is going to be Apara. And Apara, once again, a lot of people sleep on. And the amount of times I've said that already is ridiculous. But it's just, you have to say it. Because pace, defending, physicality, decent amount of passing, not a lot. I'm going to be real, not a lot of decent, it's decent. It's not great. Let's just say that, okay? Agility is definitely there. And I feel like Apara is one of those players where if he was in a different league, he would get used way more often. But because he's not in the correct league, you don't see him in people's teams. But I feel like Apara is definitely going to be in the S tier. If not S, probably like the A+ section. Now, a Compass is not actually a bad card. I feel like it's one of those cards where you rather have dribbling or you rather have pace. It's just one of those cards that is very, very awkward to have unless you put like an engine chem style, and he does not become a bad card at all. So I feel like he deserves to be in a B tier. He's not a bad card. He really is, and he doesn't deserve to be in a C or D tier. Next up is going to be 9 Golden. Now, 9 Golden is another interesting card because they tried to make this 9 Golden card like a cam or like a center mid or, you know, one of those positions, because his defending stats got absolutely destroyed on like a whole new level. Like, it's actually embarrassing to see this 9 Golden card, because I felt like 9 Golden was an amazing CDM, an amazing centre mid, and I really can't see it with this card, and it just annoys me a little bit because this card, just like Pogba, could have been extremely good, but because there were certain aspects to his game that was tweaked, it's obviously not top tier at all. Next up is going to be a card I honestly regret not reviewing. I can't believe I didn't review this card. I might as well just punch myself in the face right now, because that's how it just came. Like, that's what it comes to. Like, how didn't I review Mukiele? Like, seriously. He is one of the best fullbacks in the game. Him having the height, the pace, defending, aggression, strength, even a decent dribbling stat as well. And I didn't review this card, even though he is one of the best fullbacks in the game. I'm disappointed in myself. Seriously, I'm disappointed in myself, because this card could have been an amazing review to give you guys, and I missed out on it. But he does deserve the S tier, and the fact that this card was free is crazy. Now, Mertens is going to be an interesting card as well, because I loved the review on Mertens. I really did. I loved his dribbling, his pace, his shooting ability was something that I was really impressed about. But I feel like Mertens was a card that got bullied way too often, to the point where if you match an Apara, a Mukiele, a Virgil van Dijk, a Gomez, because all of those players are decently tall, if you pretty much just go up to Mertens, you just click B, or you click circle, I believe is on PS4, you're going to get the ball. And that's what's always going to be annoying. So for Mertens, I am going to put him into the A tier, but not into the S tier. Malong, I felt like a lot of people slept on this card as well. Malong was a player that was interesting to see on how good he was when it comes down to just like stats-wise and in-game and all of that. But he was definitely not a card that I was insanely impressed about. So I feel like he deserves to be in a B tier. Lukaku. He's another card. He's another card that was interesting to see, because we will not see another Lukaku card that has this good of dribbling. We won't. We just won't. 88 dribbling is absolutely insane. Let's all be fair. It's absolutely insane for a player with his body type and his height. But Lukaku was a card that obviously has that 3-star skill moves, and is always going to get in the way. So I feel like Lukaku is a good card, but he's not insane. Llorente. I feel like they kind of destroyed this card in a way, because even though his defending stats have been boosted immensely and he is an absolute god tier defender, it's his dribbling that annoys me the most. The point where if he does give me a passing option, he won't be amazing at it, because he cannot dribble on the ball. Agility, literally in the mud. Dribbling, in the mud. So I feel like this Llorente card is still a good card without a doubt. But I don't feel like he deserves to be in the S tier. Now, this card right here, I'm going to be honest, down here straight away. Down here straight away. Strength, aggression, terrible. 3-star skill moves, terrible. 3-star weak foot, which is not the end of the world, but it's still one of those ones where you know it's not good enough, right? You know some angles with a 4-star weak foot, you could do so much better than a 3-star weak foot. But Lazari, for me, probably has to be the worst Rulebreakers card in this whole promo. I don't even know why he's in here, but we move at the end of the day. Laporte. For me, Laporte has to go into the A tier. The reason I say that is because pace, defending, strength, aggression is all there. But the reason I do not put him into the S tier is simply because of his dribbling and his balance. I absolutely despise centre-backs that have extremely low balance. Extremely low. To the point where when you're trying to turn like let's say you're running that way and you're trying to turn this way, he will do a falling over animation in most occasions, which slows him down immensely. And as soon as you get slowed down, you already know Mbappe, gone. Adama, gone. Ronaldo, gone. So that's why I feel like Laporte is not a top tier centre back, but he is definitely, you know, into the A tier. Harry Kane. It's another card I'm kind of disappointed about, and I'm still trying to figure out why this card goes for 1.2 mil. It's still trying to click out the back of my head why this card is going for 1.2 mil. Yes, he's got amazing stats all round, but he is a 3-star skiller. Do you know how readable 3-star skill moves is this year? It's insanely readable. Insanely readable. So I still don't know why he's going for 1.2 mil, even though, you know, pace, dribbling, shooting, physicals, passing is all there. But the thing is, those 3-star skill moves should bring him down to an instant like 700k, 600k. So he is still an amazing card, but he doesn't deserve the S tier. Kamara. I feel like there's a lot of problems with Kamara simply because of actually, no, I'll put him up here because he's still a good player. Like, great defending stats, good aggression, good strength, great pace, good dribbling, and he has got a decent pass to his game as well. The only problem with Kamara is the height. You're always going to have a problem with that height no matter what. Him being, obviously, I believe it's 5'6", is going to be one of those ones where a Ronaldo and Mbappe is just going to get stuck, you know, backstick. They're gonna win the header no matter what. You're gonna concede. So that is the problem with Kamara, but without a doubt, he's an amazing player. Jimenez. I feel like Jimenez is so similar to Laporte. I'm actually going to turn off my camera because I know a lot of people want to see the cards in behind and they do miss out. They do miss out on a lot of cards in behind. So I'm going to turn off the camera for this one. But Jimenez, for me, has to go up here. Because he is a very similar player to Laporte in, you know, the pace, the defending, the physicals. But I feel like it's the exact same problem with the balance being terrible and agility being terrible. Dumfries. I feel like Dumfries deserves to be... You see what I mean about this Rulebreakers? What's called promo? It's crazy good. So Dumfries is exactly the same as Mukiele in pretty much every single aspect, being the same height, great pace, great dribbling, great defending, great physicals, and both not having the greatest passing ability. But I feel like Mukiele is better than Dumfries, and that is why Dumfries is not into the S tier. Di Maria. Di Maria having the 2-star weak foot is always going to be a killer, and making him so readable, it is ridiculous. But the 5-star skill moves, the pace, the dribbling, the shooting ability, and the passing ability is definitely there. But the only reason he is in that B tier is because of that weak foot. I am never going to use a player that has a 2-star weak foot down the wing, or even in the striker position. It's just not going to happen. Denea is going to be the person we see next. I feel like Denea is another B. The reason I say that is because I honestly felt like Laporte, Jimenez, Opara was all better than Denea by like a decent margin. By a decent amount. The reason I say that is because I noticed a huge problem with Denea when it came down to in transition. Of him moving left or right, trying to go for that interception, it was always going to be annoying. So Denea into the B section. Podence, for me, personally, up there. Without a doubt. I loved this Podence card. He was by far one of the best cards that I did review. The reason I say that is because 4-star, 4-star. Pace, dribbling, shooting, passing. Yes, I understand. Strength and aggression is a big problem to his game. But on how overpowered he felt was just out of this world. And I feel like the S tier is definitely the way to go for him. So if you actually haven't picked him up already, trust me, you want to pick that card up. Next up is going to be Cuadrado. And I feel like Cuadrado definitely deserves to be in the A tier. Because he's an amazing player. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Like, Cuadrado, if it didn't come down to strength, he would definitely be into the S tier. 100%. Because he's got those 5-star skill moves, so you know you can get out of tight angles if you really want to. He's got a pace, he's got a dribbling, he's got the defending stats, the passing stats a little bit, not too much, but it's the strength that lets him down. It really is. But he's still a top tier card without a doubt, and I don't feel like he deserves to be in the S tier. But this is a card that I feel like deserves to be up here, and it is going to be Douglas Costa. The reason I say that is because even though he has got a 3-star weak foot, He has got 5-star skill moves. He has got a pace. He now has amazing shooting stats. He has already amazing dribbling stats. He's got a pass to his game. You're going to always have that problem with those kind of players when it comes down to strength and aggression. But trust me, Douglas Costa does not need it. He really does not need it. And Douglas Costa, without a doubt, goes into the S tier. But going into our second to last player, I believe it is going to be Kalahonglu. A player that is interesting to see when it comes down to stats, because he is a decently fast player. He has got great dribbling stats, but it's his finishing stats that I feel like lets him down a lot. And there's a reason this card is only going for like 40 something K, because he is not that good in game. I feel like his stats show better, show better stats than it needs to be shown, because he does not feel like it in game. Bellarabi is going to be the person that we are going to see. Oh no, apparently it is going to be Andre. Apparently going to be Andre. I completely forgot about Alex. Okay, we move on at the end of the day. Bellarabi, for me, into the S tier. The reason I say Bellarabi, actually, I'm thinking about it now. I'm defo thinking about it now. And I feel like Bellarabi deserves to be an A. The reason I say that is because even though he is a player that I did really enjoy, I don't feel like I can put him on the same level as Costa. And I definitely don't feel like I can put him on the same level as Alex. Alex was just out of this world. He really is. Like, how overpowered this Alex card is a joke. I played Alex once in Weekend League. I played him once. That's all I did. Played him once. And he scored 3 goals against me. 3 goals against me. That guy cannot be stopped with his pace, his dribbling, his shooting. And that is why I feel like Bellarabi goes into the A tier. But with Alex, he goes into the S tier. But up next is going to be Andre. And I feel like Andre definitely deserves to be in the B tier. Because he's a person that goes in for tackles pretty well. He's a player that is very physical. He feels great on the ball. But the thing is with Andre is the fact that he hasn't got the greatest pace to his game. But I am going to turn the camera back on. But that is going to be it for the Rulebreakers tier list. I hope you guys did enjoy it, because it's a very packed tier list when it comes down to, the top half. And there wasn't any like ridiculously crap players in this promo, and that's something I do enjoy. I want EA to continue this. I want to put players into the S tier. I want to put players into the A tier, because that's where you're going to see players being used way more often, and you're going to see a variety of teams in FUT Champs. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, and for now, peace.